Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Yamato Campaign. Last time we embarked on a very underprepared little invasion attempt of mainland Asia. We were kind of just looking to see if we could attack someone, but I didn't really have any claims set up to facilitate that, and although I did later get the claims, and I do now have claims on two feasible mainland targets, Jingug and situationally feasible Key. However, I didn't have those at the time. I got the claims going as a result of my little snafu, and we got our annoyance out by coming back and using up the rest of our claims by conquering the remainder of mainland Kanto and the Shikoku Island. We do now have a nice control over the Iya and Ki provinces, along with, of course, Yamato. We control the entirety of the Mino province, and we control sections of the northern Kaga and Musashi provinces, as well as a little bit of the Shinano province. But we're not necessarily going to be expanding further into Wa super soon, as we've got a bit of a manpower problem. Our legion is in skeleton crew mode. We have a very limited amount of soldiers available, but keeping in mind, of course, that each unit is meant to be at 500 strength, and with our 8 units, we have about 1/4 of our numbers currently, with our manpower gain per month at 50, or actually 52, it looks like it's rounding up, being solid, but not being fast enough to get us back to fighting strength super soon. Even at very partial strength, this legion can still punch around these little city-state tribes fairly easily, but I need to recover this manpower. If anything, just because I'm becoming a little bit nervous about an ambitious mainlander building up some naval strength and sailing over to try to take me on. I don't know how severe the anti-player bias is in Terra Indomita, but after years of playing Total War Warhammer, I definitely live in fear of such things, to be sure. We're also getting our port at Iwa constructed. Iwa is, of course, a city at this point, but we haven't really had much investment into it quite yet. Once the port is done, we will move our navy over to Iwa and have it be stationed there. Otherwise, we could attack Jingug or Key with our claims we got on them. I think that attacking Key with our low manpower is just asking for trouble, even with the war between them and Qin obviously going quite well for Qin. I'm concerned actually about Key piecing out with Qin and then refusing to peace out with me, even if I sack a bunch of their towns, whatever's left that Qin didn't get to, and get a lot of war score. And if they have any ability to sail over to my island, we're in huge trouble. They already have double my, actually more than double, almost triple my naval strength already, so this is looking a little out of the question. I think a better idea, I think having the key claim set up preemptively just in case certainly isn't bad. I think a better idea is to try to ally with Qin and then be called into a war against another Asian mainlander. I think their next target is likely to be Chu, if I'm not lying here, so I think that getting in and then being able to slide over and sack Wu, being able to try to sack Tan. Is Tan fortified, actually? I don't think it is. And some of these other Chu locations, I can sail down the river, go after Chaisang. Chu, like a lot of the Chinese mainlanders, inexplicably doesn't fortify most of the cities that aren't already fortified when the game begins. Qin does this as well, by the way, so if we ever fight Qin, there's definitely some money to be made, but I think that fighting Qin is going to require either a brilliant strategy that I don't have yet, or a big change in the material conditions to make that feasible. I think getting a Qin alliance before their likely declaration on Chu is a good idea, plus getting war co-belligerent, sort of a, what do you call it, diplomatic rep with Qin wouldn't hurt. I want to be friendly with Qin, if anything, just to keep them from attacking me. Not that I think the Qin AI is likely to do some sort of bizarre naval invasion of Japan, but you never know, and this will open doors on the mainland by having a big, powerful friend locally to open those doors. By the way, in this timeline, we've got Yueshi going crazy. They've actually really prevented Zhongnu from doing well, which is interesting. Fun fact, by the way, this was confirmed to me by one of the Terra Indomita devs that the Terra Indomita team inserted a reference to me in one of the Zhongnu missions or events where the word misadventure is mentioned because I had a Zhongnu campaign a long time ago, which is very cool. That's warms my cold little heart when that sort of stuff happens. But what doesn't warm my cold little heart is what Yueshi is up to. I think that Yueshi may actually fight Qin at this rate, although maybe not. Territorially, they control a lot of territory, but it's like wasteland territory where they don't have any population at all. I think I've got more population than that. Okay, maybe not, but I'm on my way there for sure. Okay, well, Qin is definitely not in danger from Yueshi anytime soon, so that's good to know. I think in terms of the prospect of an alliance with Qin, how far off are we? Pretty far off. We have to increase our rep, to be sure, before they're even open to the idea. And we need to do this before they become a great power, because then they won't be able to have allies anyways. Although they're a ways away from that. They need another 200 territories to get there. But I'm a bit nervous they might actually get there at this rate. There's a lot of territories over here in China. Okay, well, I think what I should do... Oh, I already am improving relations with them. Oof. Okay, that's a little alarming. How far along is this? Only 20 more. You know what? I wonder if... Where was it? Getting Hospitia might actually be necessary here. I really don't want to lose sanction privileges, though. I guess I'm not really in danger from Qin, and having them as an ally to bring me into wars is a kind of advanced strategy that I'm not even sure I can really take advantage of. Let's just keep an eye on the situation, but not get too bogged down in trying to insert ourselves preemptively. We've got more work to do locally. Sure, I'm ambitious, but this is very hard difficulty, and Qin is a nightmarish possible opponent, so we need to just keep an eye on things and try to keep our relationship with them topped off. Now, we could still attack Jingig with our current levy strength, maybe. Or maybe not. They're going to bring in all of their... Well, their tributaries won't join, but their client states will join. Again, I'm more concerned about the war score than I am about actually having to fight all of these little goobers with their little one stacks, if that. If I didn't have the no minimum levy sizes mod, this would be a formidable little vassal swarm, but not quite as concerned. These guys are Mahan, so 81. What do I have? 147. I think with a full strength legion, I'm comfortable doing a Jingig attack. And I bring my levy along the way that I tried to before. We'd be able to sack Wangyam, and could also sack Jiandu and Fuyu if we make it that far, but also the southern cities too, Gudmi and Adem. They still have not fortified anything. Okay, they got a fort up here, I guess, at Baekje. Where's their capital? Or is their capital even fortified? It's at Wang... No, it's not at Wangyam. Was it Mokje? Really? Okay, well, these guys have a very strange defensive strategy of just crossing their fingers that no one looks at their fortification systems and realizes they're very vulnerable. Okay, well, I think at the moment the best we can do is just kind of try to recover. I think this opening of this whole episode has been a lot of speculating about different things we can do. But what we really need to do is just continue grinding away at claiming more Wa territory and expanding the Wa populace as we go. Now, let me take a look at the assimilation process. How are things proceeding along on these fronts? Or well, anything above, I'd say 80, or around 80, I'm happy to head beyond Borderlands for more manpower. I think that's fair. These ones, that's correct. Okay, this looks good to me. And otherwise, provincial happiness-wise, Musashi is struggling a little bit, but I think once the city in Soga is finished, I'll be able to... I think it should be fine, actually, even before that. So the city is under construction, I believe. Yep, it should be done October of next year. All right, very good. Okay, and then budget-wise, I think we're looking solid. Again, with the Legion up and about, it is going to be a bit more expensive, but we are trying to decrease the pay as much as we can. How's my tech coming along? 24 per month is pretty good for before even the 25-year mark. Take a sip of coffee here. Next up is, because we have that Religious Advances bonus from our heritage, is Religious Advances 3 would be next. Okay, very good. Plus we have a very, very good researcher over here, that family head guy. What do I want next, actually, in my tree? Probably want to... Well, I need to get the Hypocos still, yeah, because I've already gotten Town Criers. I've been moving my way towards Hypocos. That's definitely next for more PI. And then how's my government looking in terms of loyalty? Pretty good. Definitely pretty good. Yeah, definitely pretty good. No other loyalty problems, which given my very high tyranny is something I need to be keeping an eye on. -6 loyalty everywhere could be an issue if I'm not paying attention. I could give free hands to this character, and I think I probably will, honestly. Alright. Very good. What about you? You've got free hands already. Yeah, you do. 16 corruption, though. I think it's fine, as long as they're 30... Akata is going crazy. 36 corruption. My goodness. Yeah, he's had free hands for... He's been in this position for the entire game, and free hands has really done a number on his corruption. But I think I can get away with this kind of corrupt government situation, because while they're officers, corruption is only going to affect, to some extent, their loyalty. Although I'm actually not sure it does affect their loyalty. Maybe not. I think it can indirectly affect it by other means, but what it's mainly going to be doing is affecting their wages. And their wages are high for a kingdom in 473 ABC. So I do have high wages. That's definitely a real concern. But I think what I could do, I guess I could reduce the wages and add even more corruption. I don't think this is worth it. I mean, it would be worth some amount of money, but it's not worth all the problems it'll cause to my characters becoming super, super corrupt. I think we just leave it as it is. Let's go ahead and, I think, just proceed. Alright, I also can't do drill army while on decreased pay. I suppose that makes sense. Reorg wouldn't really do anything, and it would make me pay a lot more money for my legions, so not worth it. Honestly, I'm kind of expecting one of these little AIs to just attack me at some point, because that's what's been happening so far, and I may just have to respond to the war declaration. Also keep an eye on Ki, I mean. The pirates sailing around, okay. Port's almost done. We'll send our ships over to the port to go hang out in Iwa, which will be my main port city for Yamato. There it is. Try not to get killed by the pirates on the way over. That would be a bit of an issue. Port is done. We have another import route now over here, probably because of that port. Well, maybe it just be from Pops. Or someone stopped trading with me, which is also feasible. Alright. Can we figure out what we are lacking here? Actually, what can we? Do we have double rice? I think we don't have double rice. Actually, I don't know if I wanted to have double rice or not. Get more silk. We could get more silk. Let's get more silk. I don't know if this is a new trade route or was one that was just opened up, and I'm going to trade for more silk with Chin. More noble happiness locally is great, and national noble output is really good. That's going to be a lot of research points right there. Okay, well, it's recalculated, so just pretend that it was a lot of research points. It's my bold new strategy gameplay approach, is just using my imagination when what I say isn't true. So, foolproof approach. Okay, and then, I guess the question would be, could Bleed Them Dry be better? No, Bleed Them Dry is not going to be manpower is the issue, it's only going to be tax and commerce. I can get away with Bleed Them Dry with nobles this happy, but I don't think it's going to be. Actually, it doesn't affect happiness of the Pops directly, which is interesting. Okay, that's fine. I can also, by the way, get special Pops, which is something I don't do very often in Terra Indomita, but I could go for these, and these are quite strong. Let's see. I think Yamato, the city, that's right. I already have I'm approaching the civ level cap, honestly, so I think merchant might be pretty good. We'll wait and see. Also, we are starting to have some food problems. We are in winter, so let's hope that that's we are trading in a number of food resources as well, which we shouldn't overlook. In fact, you know what? Let me cancel the rice and see if I can trade in something a bit more valuable. I know I just said that I have some looming food problems, but I am driven by insatiable greed for money. That's the reason why I'm doing this. No need to beat around the bush. I think of all the options here, I mean, trading in livestock would be worth a little bit more. It's worth a lot less food, though. But it is worth a little bit more money. And I don't have serious food problems. Hold on. That's right. You know what? I might want to do some slave micro. I could move in some vegetables. How many slaves do I actually have in my nation? I don't think I have a ton of... Okay, I do have a few slaves here and there. I don't think I have enough slaves, though, to justify doing a big slave micro round. Well, I got a few here and there. I could start doing it. I need to start building up my commerce infrastructure. I definitely do. Alright, you know what? I've convinced myself Well, I don't really have like a ton of money to do slave micro. Until I can reach more things, I think I just gotta try to get away with what I can do. So let me make a bit more room here. Let's cancel the gold one, not the gold. Let's cancel the sheep for a second, because sheep is way more common than gold, just in case. Traded double vegetables. Now we got double vegetables for slave cost. Then let's plan out some slave micro maneuvering. I'm not gonna have the money, not just probably, I don't have the money to build the infrastructure yet, but I can start preemptively moving them around. All right, let's look for resources we can sell. The game. Oh, we got a load down here. Interesting. Iron? That's pretty good. How about something... Oh, precious metals over here. Here we go. Oh, precious metals, there's some more up there. Okay. I think this is a good place to start. So, yeah, having a city here in the hills, although a good spot for it, this is going to be a mine location for sure. Got one slave already. So with a mine, 17 by default, a mine would make it... Oh, where's the mine icon? Here it is. It'd make it 12. Yeah, it would make it 12. I get another copy as well. That's right. I'm gonna need 12 over here. Okay. Stop allowing slave promotion over here. Let's move pops over. Okay, so now we got the surplus bonus. Let's just move them over from everywhere, I think. So we need to get to 12. And 6. Okay. Let's try not to take things down to 1 pop if we can. Okay, there we go. 12 slaves over here in Anna. Now we just need to actually build the mine. What's that going to be? It's expensive. With stone, it's going to be maybe 140 around there. 130 something. Okay. I'll have to build up to it. I really need to do more sacks in order to make the money to do this, to make this worth it, but okay. Let's trade in the livestock again. Alright, good. And then I think... What was the other thing I was going to use? I think this next one was free, so we got double silk. Yeah. Can we get any more iron? We cannot. Alright. I guess we could trade in 1 copy of stone just permanently. What's my slave happiness like over here? I mean, this would improve the... would it improve the unrest here? Unrest is... Yeah, no, unrest is at 0, so it wouldn't make a difference at all. Although in the province it would also have an effect. I kind of like the idea of having a stone trade permanently, but... Let's trade for value. I'm going to trade in livestock, I think, because it's I'll trade with... Let me trade with Chin as much as I can, just to boost up my relations with them. Okay. Let's go ahead and proceed on to the end of the year. January 1st, 474. Ancient treasure. A rumor has spread through the streets of Yamato, carried on the whispers of eager locals and curious visitors alike. Apparently, an old fisherman stumbled upon a long-forgotten cave while seeking shelter from a storm. Illuminated only by the feeble light of his torch, he claimed to have glimpsed the glint of precious metals and the sparkle of gemstones hidden within the shadows. Supposedly, these invaluable goods were overflowing from a stone chest lying just out of reach. So I can spend some money that I don't currently have. I could spend some money that I don't currently have, or I could do nothing. This is interesting. So I can actually have someone else do it, or I can personally go and look for it myself. It seems like a little dangerous. It's got a lot of marshals, so maybe it's fine. I'm a bit worried about something funny happening here, though. Well, the problem is, I would like to look into this, but I don't have any money. So that's a bit of an issue. I could go into bankruptcy very briefly. I mean, the events you can get in bankruptcy to get enough money out of bankruptcy could cause some other problems, but depending on the RNG of the event, it wouldn't necessarily be a huge problem. I could also probably sell a building, in order to get enough money. Maybe. I don't really want to do any of that. I worked pretty hard to get my infrastructure set up. I could cancel the fort over in Naga. That would probably be okay. Yeah, let me cancel this fort. I don't need this to be fortified super imminently. This is not going to likely be, unless I'm attacked by Okita in specific. This is not going to be a front line of any war, and I don't think people will naval invade me here. If I'm being naval invaded by anyone, I'm already in big trouble, because that means I'm fighting someone with a strong navy, which is not anyone on Wa. All right, let's go ahead, and I don't know what this is like looking at in terms of the stats. How old is my heir? Let's double check that first. 15. She's almost of age to rule. Becoming a bureaucrat, that's right. You know what? I will find this treasure. I just need to train first. I think this is in character with what Kodo would do. He's proud, he's wise, he's brave. I think he would try to find it. All right, we're gonna train Kodo to look for this treasure. And then let's just save the rest of our money for now. Okay. I don't remember seeing that event before, so I'm curious where this is going. Right, the pirates are going back, that's good. Ancient Treasure Trainer. Okay, we're going to have a whole little event chain here. After hearing the rumors of a vast treasure hoard lying just outside of Yamato, a fervor for martial excellence has seized Yamato Kore the Besieger, desiring to cast aside their frailty. Why is this being highlighted? Kore is catching some shade from this event right here. The event's like, Yamato Kore wants to cast aside his frailty. It's getting some disrespect from this event. That's not going to fly. In preparation for retrieving the lost treasure himself, Yamato Kore the Besieger decided to embark. I guess in fairness, this is kind of like a midlife crisis moment right here. Yamato Kore has just conquered half of Japan, and he's like, I'm going to find the treasure myself. No one can do it for me. Please, no one make fun of me. Alright, well, Yamato Kore decides to embark on an intensive training regimen, but must now decide whether to train under Yugeno Utate, the researcher, whose fitness is unquestioned, or Yugeno Utate, generation... Definitely no frailty in sight. It's just, who should I train under? These two different people who could both... Oh boy, alright, this... Can I recall Kore from wanting to do it himself? This is not a good look. He's a stable genius. This is a stable genius moment. I will personally seek out the treasure. I must decide who will prepare me. Will it be Utate? Or will it be Utate? Alright, so I can either pay Utate 21 gold, or I could pay him 43 gold. I mean, the RP thing would be to pay the more gold, because that's the more unhinged thing to do. But alright, we're going to train with Yugeno Utate, who, I guess, is he my martial researcher? Why is he being selected? He is my martial researcher. I guess that's fine. I mean, if this gives me loyalty from me, he's a family head, so I'd be happy with that. Alright. This is just sad. This is just unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna need our daughter to be ready to rule at any moment now. I'm getting a little bit nervous. Alright. Ancient Treasure Training. Yamato Kore the Besieger has embarked on an intensive training regimen under the guidance of Yugeno Utate. Every morning, Yamato Kore can be found on the training grounds, clad in armor and wielding weapons with unwavering determination. Kore is almost ready to pursue the fisherman's rumor and seize the hidden cave's treasure for himself. What does he think is in the cave? Like a monster? Like what? Didn't the fisherman tell him, like, hey, I heard, I saw there was a treasure in a cave, and Yamato's like, Kore's like, say no more. He's like doing a Rocky montage, like punching the punching bag. He's like, what is going on? Okay, Kore has gone from frail to formidable. Wow. Okay, 1 extra martial. That's actually a really strong character bonus right here. Is this like event chain related to his character? I mean, he's on command focus, so this isn't like command oriented. This isn't like the prowess focus. I think this is just a random event that's giving him a character bonus. Anyways, this is really funny. Yamato Kore. Now, in fairness, if anyone wants to besmirch Terra Indomita for this event being a little glitchy, there's all sorts of reasons why my other mods could be causing this event to be a bit glitchy. So I don't actually think this is Terra Indomita's, like, fault necessarily. I mean, Terra Indomita does have a little bit of jank here and there, but it's nowhere near the level of, like, Bronze Age Reborn, to be honest, when it comes to weird event jank. But I could completely see, like, the more families mod that I have making this event get a little confused. But it seems to be working at least, so we're going to take it. Gain 1 martial and 10 character focus experience. Works for me. Definitely works for me. Okay. Let me also put my other childs in the, because I've got my 2 older kids in the outliner here. Yamato Toyoho, okay. 3rd born. Let's make him, there we go. Very good. Ancient treasure map. A breathless messenger clad in dusty garments and bearing an air of urgency arrives at the court of Kore. Clutched tightly in their hands is a weathered parchment stained with the traces of a journey, fraught with peril. As Kore examines the parchment, mention of distinctive landmarks, ancient symbols, and celestial alignments intertwines to form a map of sorts, seeming to guide the way to the hidden entrance of the cave. Okay. Let's see. So I can get no effect, or I could get lazy, potentially. I don't really want to get lazy, so let's go ahead and say soon I will. I guess this is the chance I have to back out of the event, which makes me suspicious that Kore could just die. Like, there could be just an RNG roll that Kore dies. That would be kind of... I mean, in all honesty, he could definitely live another, 20 years or so, but he's already more than earned his place in the history of my nation with everything he's done. So if we have a succession to a very young new ruler, that's not the end of the world, and this would be quite an interesting way for his story to end. I mean, if you actually look at like ancient Japanese like mythology and history around old leaders and like all the weird ways they died, this actually feels kind of appropriate. Soon I will retrieve the treasure. All right. Let's see where this goes. I've never seen this event chain before that I can remember, so it is actually kind of interesting. All right, let's go and grab Inspiring Commander. 35 months of discipline for the nation. That is pretty neat. All right. I am number 2. Vetalonia, of all people, is actually above me. Oh, this is a... Who is this? Is this Etruria? Yeah, this is the Etrurian Formable. Wait, no, hold on, no. No, this is the... This is the client state of Rome. Or, no, hold on, wait. Is this the Etruria? No, I think Rome had this territory. I think Rome released them as a client. Why are they #1 ranked in the world? What? Okay, that's a little questionable. How and why are these guys ranked #1? They're a client state of Rome. Okay. Alright, score system. Also, Armenia is getting obliterated. I don't think I've ever seen Selly kids actually put on a performance this good. I was suspicious that Big Armenia wouldn't last very long under these circumstances, but Selly kids normally are just kind of a pushover, but they're really doing some crazy stuff up there. So the key war is still going on. Oh my gosh. Just knocked into my desk really badly with my foot. Ouch. Alright, also my daughter should be coming of age soon. In just, I believe, a couple of months. Ancient treasure, hidden cave. Under the protective cloak of the night, Kore and a small party of aides arrive to the location hinted at by the mysterious clues. The air is thick with anticipation as they stand before the entrance of the fabled cave, shrouded in darkness and foreboding. The mouth of the cave yawns wide, casting an impenetrable shadow that seems to consume the feeble light of their torches. The wind whistles through the rocky crevasses, creating an eerie symphony that resonates within the depths of the cavern. The very atmosphere seems to pulse with an otherworldly energy, setting a disquieting tone for the expedition. Alright, I have another chance to back out, but I'm gonna proceed into the mysterious cave. Alright, Kore, now is your time to not die. You've got 14 martial, you are going to lead me to great things if you just don't die in whatever this event chain is. But I am now, like, my morbid curiosity is at an all-time high. I gotta know where this is going into the breach. All right, I'm prepared for a succession. Hopefully I don't need to deal with one, but I am ready in case one does happen here. Okay. This game just gave me a heart attack. Okay, Omi Tubura, my very old family head from the Omi family, has died. That is a shame. I don't think he was an officer, but he did have cancer. So, rest in peace. Glad it was not another death message that it could have been, but... Alright, so far so good. This definitely feels like a Crusader Kings style event chain. Like, this is the kind of goofy stuff that's in the Crusader Kings events. See, like, this is what I like about Terra Indomita, is that this stuff here is actually making roleplay more feasible in Imperator Rome. Anyways, we also get a little Scandalous Dominus event with Atai Isakawa. Okay, while the occasionally rakish and louche tendencies of Atai Isakawa are well known throughout the upper circles of Yamato, no one was quite prepared for the appalling slew of allegations leveled against him of late. This is my steward. There were growing rumors of terrible indecencies perpetuated on slaves at debauched gatherings honoring the god of wine, where Isakawa and his lewd entourage exhibit and debase their latest acquisitions from the Emporia of Yama. Isakawa denies everything in the most stringent terms, claiming the tales to be lies engineered by his political opponents. The gossip is backed by several witnesses who claim to have been besmirched by Isakawa personally. Slaves and virtuous citizens across Yamato are demanding government-sanctioned justice to deter these excesses. We can no longer ignore the situation. Okay, I could get 10 PI from this and lose a little bit of money. The Atai family lose a little bit of loyalty. How much of a problem would that be? I'm just considering my options here. There's a lot of them, aren't they? Yeah, Master of the Guard, Marshal. Yeah, they're my most overrepresented family, of course. I think Token Inquiry should be fine. I don't want to gain the corruption on Kore if I can help it. Yeah, Token Inquiry. I mean, those can sometimes result in... Alright, here we go. Yawning Maw. As Kore and the party venture deeper into the cave, the narrow passageways reveal unsettling carvings on the walls. I guess a messenger came and talked to Kore in the cave about the Dominus thing, but anyways. Symbols of unknown origins and cryptic inscriptions suggest a history steeped in mystery, with hints of ancient rituals and forgotten civilizations. The air becomes heavy with a palpable tension, and an unnerving silence descends, broken only by the echoing footsteps of the explorers. Glistening stalactites and stalagmites cast eerie shadows that dance along the cavern walls, playing tricks on the mind. The deeper they go, the more the cave seems to close in around them, its subterranean secrets unfolding like a dark tapestry. Water droplets echo in the distance, creating an ominous rhythm that reverberates through the chamber. As Kore presses on, he comes upon a vast chamber that seems to extend to the yawning maw of the abyss. You know, I'm so curious where this is going. This is really well written as well. So I want to see where this goes. You know, there's got to be something in there. We have some cosmic horror popping into our campaign here, but we shall venture further still. Kore is brave. This is in character for him to try to just proceed onward. I guess we'll see where this goes. Could go in all sorts of ways. It's not like we're not doing very much else right now, so it's a good time for an event chain like this. It's not preoccupied. Trial development. So yeah, also while we're exploring the Cthulhu cave, we've got the trial happening at the same time. While the investigation into Atai Isakawa was mainly intended as a symbolic gesture to ease tensions, it is clear after some preliminary groundwork by jurists that the accused is essentially guilty beyond all doubt. It is a minor miracle that this did not come to light sooner. The unspeakable goings-on at the Atai villa scarcely bear thinking about. It is, however, very hard to ignore just how much the situation like these lend themselves to those less scrupulous and willing to earn the debt and gratitude of their colleagues in need. Okay, I basically have maxed out popularity right now. This doesn't cause a loyalty loss for the family, which I'm actually okay with it along those lines. But the outcome could result in a loyalty loss, so you need to remember that. This would be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and just say, well, the thing is, I can replace him as steward with someone better. I've got more than enough characters in these positions. Let's see. He has a lot of statesmanship, so I don't really want to replace him that badly, but I have a very, very high finesse young character here, Atai, also from the Atai family, actually, so it wouldn't even affect the family happiness. Also, Isakawa does also have inflammation problems, so his health might not be in the best of shape. He is healthy right now, but worth noting. I guess if he loses his position, I can replace him with his better, although younger and with no statesmanship relative. Wouldn't be the worst idea. I guess I'm going to say this is a smear campaign. I'd rather replace him on my own terms when I feel like I want to. Ancient Treasure, Crossroads. Korei and his servants find themselves standing at a critical juncture within the heart of the mysterious cave. They've been in this cave for like half a year now, by the way. Before them, the passageway splits into two, each tunnel disappearing into the darkness, leaving only a trail of uncertainty and the distant echoes of dripping water. To the left, a narrow corridor winds its way deeper into the cave, the shadows playing tricks on the eyes. Faint whispers seem to beckon from that direction, as if promising secrets yet to be unveiled. The air becomes colder, and a subtle ethereal glow emanates from the depths, offering an eerie allure. To the right, the passageway widens, revealing a series of intricate carvings on the walls. Ancient symbols tell tales of forgotten civilizations, and the echo of distant water suggests the possibility of an underground river or chamber, yet the darkness appears more impenetrable and the foreboding silence seems to linger in the depths. Okay, so the left is faint whispering and cold, glowing air, and the right is cave drawings and the sound of water, but it's darker as well. Well, I don't really want to die of radiation poisoning or whatever is going to happen if I go into the glowing air, so let's go to the right towards the carvings. Maybe I'm going to get some sort of tech bonus from this, which would actually be pretty good. I wouldn't be mad about that at all. Right is always right. All right. Of all the times for this super long event change to fire, this was a great timing, because I'm just sitting around waiting for my Legion to regain its strength. Scandal draws to close. A full and fair inquiry into the allegations against Atai Isakawa was found that many of the litigants and witnesses who came forward were merely liars out to defame the good character of a respected citizen. The court was satisfied that the pertinence of certain documents and testimonies destroyed due to a leaky roof were of little importance to the case as a whole, and have confirmed the full exoneration of Isakawa of any wrongdoing in the eyes of the state. This is truly a great day for justice and a sound lesson to anyone who wishes to mislead the public or cast aspersions on the good names of the most valuable members of our society. Praises the god of the sky. Alright, a tragic loss for the cause of justice. Lose some popularity on Korei, that's fine. Gain popularity and a lot of loyalty from this guy. The Yatai family all gain that's a good part. And then we get the unfair trial modifier. That's fine. 20 years of slave happiness reduction. It's just going to cause some unrest, but we can deal with that. We got good stability. Okay. Ancient treasure collapse. Suddenly, the path takes an unexpected turn, leading Korei and his servants to a exit bathed in the feeble light of a crescent moon. The explorers emerge into an open cavern, greeted by the cool night air and the soft rustling of the surrounding wilderness. However, their momentary relief is shattered as a deafening roar echoes from the cavern's mouth, reverberating through the subterranean chamber. The ground beneath their feet tremble as rocks and debris cascade down, sealing the entrance they had just passed through. The cave has collapsed, trapping them outside with no means of return. In the chaotic aftermath, a stalactite shaken loose by the collapsing cavern plummets from above, grazing Korei's thigh, leaving a deep and painful gash. As Korei's servants tend to their wounded High King, the extent of the injury becomes apparent. The wound, while not life-threatening, requires immediate attention. We must return to Yamato at once. Okay, so he gains wounded, but he also gains a lot of character focus experience. Alright, I guess that is the end of the little adventure right there. Okay. Well, he should hopefully recover from the wound. I mean, 50 is old, but he's not necessarily super, super old. I'm not going to seek treatment because I trust he'll be able to be fine. And then, how's my physician? I guess what I could do is I could switch Atai over to be... Well, no, then I'd have to have someone else from this family, wouldn't I? I could start training up the new and better character as steward. Let's just leave it as it is. I like having the super, super loyal Atai Isakawa. Although she's not loyal at all. She's a family head, too, is the issue. I didn't give her free hand, so, well, let's fix that. Let's just leave it as it is. The Key War is still ongoing. Interesting. Also, my daughter has now come of age. She's now an adult, and 5330, not particularly impressive stuff. Oof. All right. Her younger brother's already looking comparable to her, but these are actual character-formed stats, not the crazy stats of the custom starting character. So, not too much I can do about that. What you trying to do? She's trying to befriend this random guy. Okay. Okay. I could try to suggest training. You know what? I kind of want to do that, actually. Let me suggest training so that she increases her martial. Alright. That should work. 3 finesse is definitely a little bit of an issue. I'll have to give her a really good high finesse husband. I guess I could do that now. You know, let me wait. Let me wait and do that later. But she stopped training. Alright. Oh, that's great. Spent 20 PI for nothing. I guess it was just a suggestion, but for some reason it cost 20 PI for me to do that. Okay. Well, our little cave adventure seems to be over. Oh, my consort is ailing? What was that? Oh, near death. Oh my gosh. I did not notice. Yeah, she never recovered from her dysentery. That is a shame. Well, I guess that is that. We're gonna have to wait and see how this goes. Happening very slowly. Also, as my legion regains its strength, oh, I bet you keyed. Oh yeah, oh yeah, wow. Oh my gosh, these guys. Didn't they have like 300 territories last time I looked at this? That is not great. I am very, very scared of Big Chin. You're approaching that 500 mark. Oh boy, alright, Kilo 117. I can probably attack Key safely if I've got naval supremacy, which is the key part of that statement. But I don't have that. I could make a lot of money sacking some of these towns. But I just need naval supremacy. I guess I could hire a merc pirate fleet. But then I'd be spending all that money to do that. Say okay, 33. That's what they have. No, not you. Actually, no, I'm not going to attack Chu. I'd be out of my mind. 33 Keisha. For some reason, they just have, like, this crazy strong navy. Maybe attack Jingig, actually. This would probably be a better first target just to test things out. They bring in, let's see. Pop 7, so maybe 1 levy, maybe 2 levies. Maybe 1 levy, maybe 1 levy. But I could use the alternate peace steal mod to get out of the war with a cash payout. Like, how about I sack good? All right, hold on, wait. Let me check this again. You have ships. Okay, no ships for you. And then who else is coastal? Do you have ships? You have no ships either. Okay. You've got no ships. You've got 5 ships. I've got naval supremacy over Jingig. The issue is I would need my entire navy to transport my army around, and they could come and land on my shores with their army. while I was sailing around. I guess what I could do is I could actually bring my navy up, land, sack Jiandu first, and then sail south from there. It's kind of an odd strategy, but what I really need to do is try to get as much sacking as I can at the start to then get the war score. This is the capital, right? It is. I can also damage. I can sack this temple as well while I'm here, and then this is the capital here. I can definitely do something here, I think, if I had my full strength legion, which I don't. Okay. Yeah, with these numbers here, let's see. Han. They're gonna have enough. Yeah, I need more strength than this. What I could technically do is I could technically. I mean, this would be a huge waste of money, so I'm not gonna do this. But what I could technically do is disband my legion and restore the levy to its full strength, and then just raise the levy and use the levy. But I put so much money into this legion, I need to be patient. I have to. Although, let me think about this for a minute. This guy almost has 4 units worth of strength. Although that's including the supply train, so okay. Almost has 3 units worth of strength. And then I could have 4 units from the levy. The 8 units together might be sufficient for this little plan. No, I'm not yet. I need to wait till I have more strength. I'd be throwing if I wasn't careful. Oh, what did we lose? Let's see, we got the gold still, we got double. Do we have fish still? Yeah, we got plenty of fish. Did we lose the iron? Or can we now get double iron? I think we can get double iron now. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, because Qin riches us with more of their trade network, so that is why. I think we lost one of our copies of salt. Let's definitely get double salts. There we go. Alright, that is definitely necessary. And then we do have double silk. Exotic beasts? Can we get exotic beasts? No. We get double cloth. We could get double hemp. Okay, interesting. 1 copy of base metals only. Okay. You know what? I can get 1 copy of fruit. I should secure this. Fruit is going to be really good for the loyalty boost with my tyranny problems. Let me get 1 copy of fruit. Alright. That's good. I think if Jenga just went to war with somebody, I'd feel a bit more comfortable sort of sliding in there, but let's just wait. The issue is I just need manpower as my real serious bottleneck resource right here. I just have to keep waiting, unfortunately. Also, mission-wise, we have 4 cities. We're about to have a 5th city, so that's good. 250 buildings. Okay, we're not going to get that for a while. 90 population in Yamato. Holy moly. Not for a minute. 25 ships. And then 10 units in the Legion. We shall see. I could also build infrastructure to improve manpower. The conscription camps would probably be helpful. I could also, though, build stuff for more freemen, because freemen will produce a lot of manpower. They produce much more than citizens. Is it Freeman District? What's it called? Yeah, it is called that. I don't have the money for that. I need to build that mine anyways, so let's just keep waiting. I mean, I'll still gain manpower even if I'm abroad. These guys want my fish? Yes, please. Finally, someone's trying to buy my stuff. Also, AE is at 0. That is excellent. Tyranny is below 50 now. That's pretty good. Stability is in positive trend, almost at 60. That's quite nice. 21 research. Are there any more manpower boosts I can grab sneakily? I don't think so. Nothing low down, or I guess high up in the tree is the way to phrase it. Friends in high places. Hatano Toda no Sukune, for reasons known only to himself, has begun to voice his opinion in support of Yamato Kore's Kore whenever the court assembles. This is my researcher. Such sycophantic actions may be tiresome, but a voice for is better than a voice against. I will take friendship with this guy. It sounds fine to me. Remember, this is Terra Indomita. You've got a lot of friend slots, 15 friend slots, so it's pretty good. Okay. At the moment, my two bottlenecks are manpower and money, and I can't do anything to get more manpower. I can do something to get more money more quickly. Let's go ahead and attempt an invasion of Jigig. We're doing this again, round 2. And this time we're going to be doing this, we're going to be raising the Levy, and with this combined force here, I think we should be able to get away with it. Again, our goal here isn't to actually fight the enemy army in a fair battle and then win. It's to sort of do a hit-and-run style raid. Let's see. The other problem is with the ship numbers here. 9 and then 12. We're going to have one more levy than we can bring. We need to increase our navy size, I think, a little bit. Or I do some other, or I do this in a different way. I spent a lot of money to build these units. I don't really want to delete them or merge them together, but I could consolidate them. I think this will this destroy the unit, I guess is the question. I don't lose the manpower, that's the whole point of consolidating it. But I might lose the unit, which I spent money to create. I mean, I spent manpower to create it, but then the manpower is in the unit, so I still keep the manpower in a sense. But if I can consolidate and shave off at least one unit, I think this will actually consolidate into... This should shave off actually a number of units. I should be able to do the move on the boats. Yeah, because then I'd have to pay the manpower again, but then the manpower would go into the unit, so it would still... I'm not really paying the manpower, just be moving it from my pool onto the field. Let's see, 9 cohorts, and the levy would be 13. Let me just expand the navy, I think. Let's make the navy. Let me just hire 3 more Liburnians just to be thorough. May as well plan ahead, you know. All right, January 1st, 475. Let's go ahead and do. Let's see. What we could also do here is grab a claim from the War Council. This would put it onto the 10-year timer for 75, 85, 95. I would kind of rather have this be on the 70, 80, 90 calendar, but I missed it last time. So I think we do want to actually have the claim here. Let's see if we can get something that we can do a little... Well, I'm actually going to wait for 80, because I don't really think I want to attack someone... Well, no, I could sell into slavery and sell the fort that I'd be taking in order to make some more money. So it wouldn't necessarily be a problem. But then I'd also be spending manpower to do it, which would be a problem. Let me hold off on this until 480, I think. Let's call down the Omen. Do I have any manpower recovery speed gods that are available? I don't remember seeing any. No, there are not. Okay, let's go for, let's see. Let's go for research points. Ame no Mina Kanushi. Although first, yeah, deify is 200. Okay. Alright, this brings us up to 20. I don't know if this is recalculate it or not, but it is what it is. Okay. We just got to go for it. Okay. Let's proceed. Also, I'm gonna check really quick. What are you up to? Making money. Okay, that's fine. Raise the levy. I mean, a 4K stack is definitely nothing to sneeze at. Lead the way. Legion is going to follow. Where's my follow button? There it is. It's just glitchy. Okay. Oh, we're waiting for our ships, aren't we? Oops. Literally just did this. Okay, well, we're going to have to wait a little bit. That's fine. Let's go ahead and keep everything on low maintenance for now. We'll raise it. Oh, Chin wants to import my rice. Yes, please. Anything where I'm being friendly with Chin is going to be very good. This is looking very distant. I'll just hang out here. We'll raise our maintenance up once we are getting ready to go. No need to do it yet. So by the way, Usuyama ended up having Blood of Yamato. She's the firstborn, okay. She's righteous, minus 10 corruption, and AE decay, 0.20% as ruler. That's pretty good. She's submissive. Extra loyalty doesn't matter when she's the ruler. Not a great trait for a ruler. Province commerce, minus 5% for Wa, and national commerce, minus 5%, okay. And she's proud. Extra statesmanship, so that's pretty good. Fort defense for Wa is fine. Tribute income as ruler. Not exactly the most inspiring heir in the universe. I mean, I don't really have a lot of other options here. We'll just have to wait and see if things get better, but I may have to just work with what I have here. Now that, yeah, I should have raised in a few months because now my manpower gain is way lower because everyone's raised up. Just my mind is still off in that cave. I guess it was just random whether I got the good roll or not. That was the bad RNG roll. Also, am I still injured from that? I am still injured from that, okay. Red-handed. Several nights ago, Omi Magariko was discovered helping herself to a sizable quantity of gold from the National Treasury. This is clearly a serious crime, however, there is something to be said for sweeping affairs like this under the carpet. I just gave you free hands like a little bit ago. Now you're going to do this. Alright, I'm going to say the affair will disappear as a show of appreciation. I'm going to befriend her for more loyalty. It's more PI, but I lost the gold, which isn't great. That is annoying. Oh, these guys are fighting Tsushima. Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll keep an eye on that. Is this a... Yeah, this is the third Jingig Tsushima war. They've tried this a couple times. This is perfect. Although this means they will be navally around here. Although, that might actually mean I could snipe their navy with my navy. You know, this might actually be really good. I mean, Tsushima has no fort, so this might be over quick. Oh, this is actually good timing for this kind of thing. Let me go ahead and raise up my maintenance. This will have to do. I'm not going to do increased pay. It'll bankrupt me. Port maintenance is staying on 0. Alright. Okay. We're almost there. Let's sail over and see what's going on over here.
Come. Oh, this one's taking a super long time. Ugh.
You know what? This one here does not need to actually be finished for this to be fine. We just needed 13. Let me cancel this one. 14 ships is fine. Okay. Embark the army. Embark the army. Alright, we have about 4.5k in strength. That should be good. You guys sail over here and see what's going on at Tsushima. There may be a ghost there, people say. We shall see. Alright. Can't believe this is the third war. Like, what has happened before for them to fumble the bag? This is an unfortified single island territory, and they've had 2 previous wars that have not been successful, apparently. It's a little interesting. Okay, well, there's nobody here. That's not a huge surprise. Okay, well, let's just sail around, make our way this direction to do our initial plan, and then sort of see what happens. The city's been growing quite a bit. Still not fortified. Neither is this city. With our... I guess what I could do is I could split off my levies to drop them off to do little attacks. I mean, the thing is, I'm worried about an actual battle happening, because I can only run so far. Joseon would actually give me access, so I could run through Joseon. Let me keep that in the back of my mind here. I think we want to start things off in the north and get those sacks off right at the beginning. Well, here's, they're gathering over here. Oh, there's a huge merc army that lives right here. That's good to know. That is good to know. You know what I could do is I could, you know, there's armies here right now. I wouldn't have time. I probably wouldn't have time to actually stop and siege this right now. Let me come back to it later. Atai Toyo was murdered at the age of 46, Master of the Guard. Murdered? Really? That's a shame. Murder. We have been informed that Atai Toyo was found brutally murdered in her home just last night. The investigators have reported that a bare hands was used in the crime. A device known to be favored by Atai Isakawa. Signature weapon. No one else has these devices known as bare hands. However, we have no hard evidence. I mean, didn't we just have an event chain about this guy being a scoundrel? He's like doing weird stuff at his mansion. What's this guy? A member of OVO? All right. Regardless, we should be watchful. I'm losing a lot of popularity for this guy. I think I'm at my limit with this guy. I'm going to go ahead and say that we consider him guilty. I'm going to also go ahead and show him that I mean business by firing him. He's still at 100, by the way, and replacing him with his much better, although untrained. He's got dysentery now. All right, just I could get this character who doesn't have dysentery. Loyalty-wise, devout, it can cautious, grateful family. Let me bring in Sagana Toyo, actually, as the new steward. It's going to hurt my economy a little bit. Also, I need a new Master of the Guard as well. Sagano Iebo, I could bring in. Got a little bit of a Sagano takeover happening right here. If I were to do this, I think this would be okay. Yeah. 9 Marshal. Build up some statesmanship on you. Actually, I could build up statesmanship on someone a bit younger. Let me bring in Atai Orogu and train him up as a character for the next generation. 9 Marshal. Uncaring but steadfast. I think that's fine. Alright. You know what? I just need 1 tick of being here. No, I'll do that at the end. I'll swing around throughout the war. Do it like that. Also, I'm not regaining my manpower while I'm on the boats, but I will be able to when I'm on the land, so that should be okay. Could have also waited a little longer to get my maintenance going, but it is what it is. In case a pirate fleet swings by, I'll be thankful that I did this in the order that I did. Now, I could do something a little goofy with... Ooh, hello. Chin Navy. The 6th Navy? How many navies do you have? I don't like the look of Chin having a naval buildup. 12 ships. That's more than I had before. Okay, I could do something funny by landing forces in Joseon with... Would this... This wouldn't be Black Flag if I had military access, would it? No, it wouldn't. I could do something a bit like this and then send forces down to Wangyam right away, but then they're a little bit in danger. Let me get access... I mean, these guys will probably give access to Jingig if they ask them, so let me get access with these guys and try something like this. Although, will I get black flagged if I'm in territory held by an access partner? I'm a bit worried about that for the war declaration purposes. I don't remember how this works. If I'm in the territory of someone I have access with when I declare war, I don't think that black flags me, but it might. If I get black flagged up here, I have to bring the black flag unit back to my territory, so it's really, really, really not worth the risk, because I just don't remember. Let me just go up here, declare the war, drop people off here, and then sail down. Actually, you know, I could declare the war here and then sail north. That might be a better idea, and then sail back down to pick them up. No, let's go to the north first. Let's follow the original plan. I don't need to be in the north except to sack this. I'm not even going to bother sacking Fuyu, honestly. This is just not worth even bothering sending a force up there to sack. Let's sack the real price of the north, Xiandu, and then come south and do our southern shenanigans. Also with the PI, probably want to do another city foundation soon. Probably Naga, that's what I want to do. Could also do, you know, let me do a stability boost from Divine Sacrifice. I've got a lot of stability, but I want more stability. Especially if there's a succession happening soon. Okay, we've arrived. We've got full morale. We should be in the clear to declare the war. They're going to call in their vassal swarm. This is fine. We've got naval supremacy. I guess let's check one more time that we have naval. We do. We have naval supremacy. The vassals that they will call in don't even have any navies. I mean, I think land-wise they've got land supremacy because I don't have the fully powered up legion, but I need to start making moves here. All right, we're getting our revenge for our failed first attempt at this previously, where now we actually have the claim ready to go. Let's go ahead and try to take Liaoyang, which is of course this location up here, so we're gonna have the war score from doing this. Okay, here we go. Declaration on Jingig, our first declaration on a foreign nation, on outside of Wa, I should say, our first attack on the mainland. Here we go. This could go very poorly, but it hopefully won't. That is my thoughts on that. All right, we're going to move in here. This force will be led by Kodo. We're just going to siege Xiandu with the entire force, and then bring the entire force. Oh, this is Joseon. Okay, I was about to say that fleet there was scaring me a little bit, but that's Joseon's fleet. We're going to siege Xiandu and then bring our entire force out and then bring the entire force down. That's going to be a lot safer, I think. As although I don't have the entire strength of the enemy vassal swarm, I probably can expect they're not going to coordinate super well at the beginning, especially while they're at war with someone else. All right, the coming of the city of Soga. These are the best of times. All right, very nice. Not much to look at quite yet, but it will eventually look a bit more like Owari and someday like Yamato. Okay, very good. We now have the better temple bonus as well, which is great. Let's save our resources for now. So down to speed 2. I also need to keep an eye on my coastline. Also, my fort maintenance was turned on automatically. I'm just going to keep my fort maintenance on, actually. I have a couple places they could invade to get quick little things there, but if they were to navally invade me, like if they were to hire a pirate fleet to ferry them over, the thing is, I don't have any way to really respond without hiring a merc force, which I don't know if I can, if they navally invade me, except for just ending my invasion and retreating back to fight them in Wa. So I'm really opening myself up quite a bit to a naval invasion. I'm just kind of hoping they don't think to do it. But anyways, Let us proceed. A loyal subject, our ruler's efforts to influence Hegarino Ikagase Kohime are well underway. In a jovial mood, this lady approached High King Kore, suggesting that a formal declaration of her loyalty and commitment to the court would be a fine way of showing our appreciation. We remain unconvinced this is a politically sensible move. Okay, I actually don't really need PI right now. What I need is other resources. I think I'm going to get 5 stability, and then I'm going to get the sacrifice to probably just reduce the amount of negative trend that I'll be at. Alright, next time perhaps. Art move arrived. We're still within naval range, probably because of our Joseon military access, so let's just ignore this. Come straight to Jiandu, and then we will get back on the boats and sail away. You know what? Isn't there a message setting? No. Navy. Yeah. So I should allegedly be told when an enemy navy is spotted. I thought that I set this up correctly. I don't know if that actually has ever worked, but that's what is supposed to happen. Alright. Our surprise invasion of all things, the north of Jingig is begun. Still no sign of them. I will be keeping an eye open for them. Okay. Making sure Corey is leading. He is. Where is my sacking? Excuse me, sir? This was a... Is it because it's not a siege? Corey was in charge. He just won the siege. Where's my sack? Alright, I'm annoyed. Literally, why was this not a sack? The siege was led by Kore. There's no reason there shouldn't have been a sack. Okay, well that's really annoying. That was just a... I probably just missed out on, like... It could have been like 100 gold right there. We took some slaves, that's good at least. And I think we got a little bit of money. Give it a day? No. Okay, I can desecrate this holy site. The Music countries will be annoyed. Are there relics here, is the question. Can I tell if there are relics here? There might be relics here, I'm not entirely sure. Let's see, can I tell by looking at it? This? Yeah, I don't think there's relics here. I don't think there's a need to desecrate if there's no relics. Alright, well that's really annoying. Yeah, just stay here for now. We're gonna get into the port and leave like that. I don't have any explanation for why this wasn't a sack. This should have been. It was led by Kore. I don't know why that didn't work. Alright, well we got the war target now, so that's good. We can still make money with the alternative peace deal. Hopefully some of the southern cities end up being actual proper sacks. Looted. I think this was sacked, just not by Kore. I don't understand what happened here. He has more marshal. He was in charge of the siege. Okay, let's hope this was just a one-off weird little thing. And we're not going to have any more problems like that. Alright, let's come on over to Wangyam, which is similarly a large city. Not as big as Jiandu. At least we're getting some slaves, so that's something at least, some profit. Alright. Around we come. Now I'm definitely glad I didn't hire pirates, because I would have needed the sack money from that to pay for that. There's really no reason why. We did the... Hold on, let me check something. No, the Legion didn't sack it either. There's no Legion history here. This was just for some reason not sacked. Okay. I'm hoping this was just like a weird glitch. Let me know in the comments if you know whatever happened there. Inspiring command of Yamato. As Yamato Kore, the besieger, audited the training grounds, which I guess are on the boats, he couldn't help but notice the potential in the young men who sought to join Yamato's military. It became apparent that there was an opportunity to inspire these recruits and instill in them a deep sense of duty and honor. With a stirring speech and a demonstration of their own combat prowess, Kore rallied the young hopefuls, encouraging them to devote their lives to the protection and prosperity of their homeland. The call to arms resonated not just as a duty, but as a noble cause worth sacrificing for, ensuring that the ranks of the Yamato's military would soon swell with... Ooh, this sounds like a manpower event. Okay, that's a lot of manpower for me. I'll take this. Not a super giant amount, but I am happy with more manpower. Thank you. All right. I think I'm just going to send the Levy by itself into Wangyam in case that's the issue, that there's the Legion there too. It shouldn't matter because the Levy's in charge of the siege. Let's see. Here's Uyu coming in, that's fine. Alright. Also going to get a naval battle with the Junior Navy after this. Actually, this is their entire navy, so if we kill this navy, they will not be able to land on my... You know, actually, with this in mind, I'm going to be a little cheeky and reduce my fort maintenance. Okay, let's arrive with everyone here, and let's test this again. Religious advances 3, Omen Power 1%. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get granted manumission, pop promotion speed plus 10%. Enabling slave owners to release their slaves with genuine legal status is vital to the continued coexistence of owner and slave. Alright. So the martial perk available. Let's grab siege training. He gets original thinker, and the nation gets 20 years of assault ability. Alright, very nice. Ooh, this would be really good for the manpower. Okay. This... Is it because it's not a siege? I mean, it's an occupation of a city. It shouldn't matter that it's not a siege. Okay, Corey's in charge. Alright. Please give me a sack. I really need to make some money from this war. That was the whole point of this entire thing. I guess I'll make money from the alt peace deal anyways, but I am spending money. Come on, please. Please. Yes! Yes! Alright, it was some sort of weird glitch. Okay, that's a bummer because that northern city was really big, but I will take it. Maybe because this is the... No, this isn't the capital. Yeah, this isn't even the capital, it's just a city. Okay, whatever. I also captured 2 pops of slaves. Okay, we are going to say none shall hide. We've got no care at all about these, the ravaging we're about to do. 90 gold, that's what I wanted to see. None shall hide. I am immediately, no time to waste, building that mine, because I'm going to forget about it otherwise. Let's cancel the sheep for a second here. Bring in the stone. Oh. Okay, fine. Bring back the sheep. Full price, fine. It's got to be done. We got even more slaves now than we had before. There we go. That gold will be worth a lot. Okay. And you guys... Actually, these ships will come out here. Yeah, let me go fight these ships, I think. Let's just wait here. Naval battle, Battle of Taedong. Was a victory. We actually captured a trireme. We also captured their admiral. Very nice. We're in the thing now. We broke the army. Okay, so that's good to know that the Levy overriding the Legion, a sack is still good, is still able to happen. It just maybe doesn't happen all the time. Whatever the reason for this not happening before, this means we're in the clear. Okay, so you are in the war with me, but you're also fortified, so I don't really want to come deal with you. Let me come grab Mochi. This is a small city, but it is their capital. Let's come to this next. Alright, their navy's dead, which means what I could do is I could actually stop paying for my navy. That would be real dicey. But it would also save me some money. I mean, it wouldn't... Well, it actually would save me quite a bit of money. Navy maintenance is worth quite a lot. That's a huge risk. but I'm feeling risky. All right. Now we are really, truly hoping that no pirates show up. We're gonna have some big problems if there's a pirate fleet in the way. All right. Now these guys can come and retake this very easily. So I need to keep in mind the alt peace deal outcomes. Let's take a look at the options here. So I think they would accept peace right now if I were to just go for it. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, we can actually see. So I could demand, yeah, look at these trades off. 10 AE for 100 gold. That, I mean, at the moment, that's a trade-off I would take, but this would not normally be something I'd go for. Still knowledge. Mochi. I could also steal their population. That would be the worst idea. Okay, so this is good that this deal is available as a starting point. Let's just continue along. Try to get some more sacks in here. They're gonna come back. You know, actually, hold on. Let me leave behind a little force to hold Wangyam, or at least to come kill this force here. Okay, they're locked in. Allegedly, I should be able to land and catch them here in a second of March. Should be a stack wipe. It was a stack wipe, as expected. They're back on the boats. Alright. I'm hoping I just am able to keep an eye on their armies coming north. Are they still fighting the war with these guys? They are. Alright, I basically just rolled in and saved Tsushima's existence. I mean, they're going to be protected by me until I attack them myself. I'm not there yet. I don't really want to expand into the Matsura province right now. Eventually, though. Oh, okay, here is a bit more of a substantial army. I can actually fight this army. I can definitely actually fight this army. But do I want to fight this army? I think I kind of do. They're going to be able to retake the capital, which will give them back a lot of war score. I guess what I could do is I could come... I want to sack the southern cities and then go back up north and retake the capital and then get the peace deal when I've got the most war score. I think attacking them is just going to cost me manpower when I can just take more time and still get the war score that I need ultimately. So let's just ignore them for now. They're going to come and retake the capital. That's completely fine. They're not going to get up here to retake that very soon. And that was the war target. Oh, you know what? I'm glad I didn't just try to move. They've got their entire... They just revealed their full power level. I actually can't fight this army in full when everyone's here. Alright, so my original plan will be the plan we go for because I would actually lose this fight. So that is good to see. Is this a merc company here? How do they have this? I guess they just have this much strength. Okay, that's a little alarming. Alright, I'm gonna be a little clever here. No, never mind, I'm not gonna be clever. I can't reorganize on the boats. I wanted to split and land at Arium and Mojki at the same time. Let me just bring everyone over to Mojki first, and then we'll come back and go to Adam from the boats, I think. Yeah. They're probably going to turn around, which will just buy me more time, honestly, so that is fine by me. I mean, they might... I mean, it is their capital, so I'm sure they must turn around. Be out of their mind not to. These landing attacks are so slow. Alright, here we go. Okay, we're taking that, that's fine. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to do this. Now. Do I have any more? No, I don't. Okay. Here they come. My guy's in charge. This is their capital, so I should definitely sack this, if anything. There it is, sacking of Mojki. Let's go ahead and say none shall hide. 50 gold. Certainly could be worse. Alright, and then this is actually probably faster. Let's walk to Adam and then get picked up at Adam and sail south. And we're gonna want to sail south probably to Gusau down to grab that. Oh, actually, while I'm here, let me just preemptively split apart these armies like this, just so I've got a bit more flexibility later for using my my High King to lead sacks. One of these levies is entirely horses, so they're going to get to the boats faster, which is totally fine. This guy's not giving access to these guys. This is good. So they can't reach Jiandu, no matter what they want to do. No fleet is here. Okay, interesting. This is all that's left of the Wave fleet. Wow. They really downsized. Actually, no, I'm thinking about the Key fleet, although they've also downsized their fleet as well. Not a huge surprise, honestly. Right, this force here, ooh. I actually can't land here quite yet, till these guys are here too. Maybe I can. Alright, can we do a very fast horse landing? These guys probably won't attack. It wouldn't be a stack wipe if they did attack. It's getting a little dicey. You know what? I'm going to have the horses run ahead to here, and I'll have the rest of the army be sailed around to Gunmi. Minor addendum. Akata has suggested a small addendum to an often referenced law. Alright. This is definitely a good trade. 71 stability with positive trend is wild. I don't think I've had stability this good in a long time. Alright. Wait 2 more days. And then we're gonna... Ooh. No, this force is mixed cav. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. Miraculous recovery. Kore is in remission from, I assume, his wound. Curious. Is that right? Well, maybe, I'm not entirely sure. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna be able to pull this off just about. This was close. Sacking of Adam, here we go. None shall hide. 80 gold for that. Alright, now this entirely cav army is going to run down to grab this for war score. You guys swing around, we'll sack this. Then we're going to gather everybody up and swing back up north, re-siege Wangyam, and if we can, sack it again. We're really damaging Jingig pretty badly here. And then take an alt peace deal and get out of here. That is the plan. They're going to even ignore the Jingig tile, which is hilarious. Oh, man. Alright, this war is a little messy, but I think I pulled this off pretty well. This is basically how these sort of naval raid wars are going to have to work. Who can I trade with that is not? I guess I'll trade with these guys. Import trade route. What do we lose here? Maybe we lost the silk. Yeah. Ah, that's too bad. Lost the noble output. Alright, well, let's trade in... Oh, I can get gemstones now. Let's trade in... That's worth more, actually. Or it's worth the same. No, it is worth a bit more. Let's trade in gemstones for now. That's too bad. Probably hurt our research a little bit. It's hard to say. Research is affected by so many modifiers. It's kind of hard to really view where it's all coming from. These routes are real slow, so this is a... You know what? This guy here... Oh, he's not in the war, never mind. Thought I could maybe get a little cheeky sack, but it was not meant to be. Alright. I'm a bit worried I'm not going to get here in time. This horse force might have a little... well... Oh, you know what? I could have been in this sea tile. That was actually a pretty serious oversight. I could have been in this sea tile to disembark, then I'd be able to get off with the horses. Okay, I need you to rush this direction as fast as possible. What's my disembark timing here? It's like half a month. I might have to hire them. No, that wouldn't make sense because they'd be at low morale. Let's just get everybody here and then see what we need to do. These guys are hot on our heels. They're just behind me. Am I going to be able to get away in time? Oh man, this is a little dicey, to be sure. With everybody here, they might not attack me. But with their 5k stack, they probably would attack me. Well, maybe. Oh, actually, it's a 6k stack, never mind. Let's see if we can just barely get away with this. Probably not. Okay, this is going to be real close. If I can just get into the port and get on the boats and get out in time. These guys are right behind me, though. Oh, they're going to stop here. Oh, thank goodness. That was a catastrophic throw by the AI. They could have chased me over here, and I wouldn't have had time. I would have had to run. And I might not have been able to disembark in time. This is a distant, like, disembarking, or I guess re-embarking. But they're going to stand here and retake this. That's completely fine. That's completely fine. It was just a pretty bad misplay by the AI, and I'm going to get my sack here. This is perfect. Re-merge the boys. Alright. Here they come, but now it's too late for them. Sacking of Gunmi. None shall hide. Alright. Almost for sure it's going to be faster if I embark like this. So let's bring the boats in. Alright. Embark the army. And we are out of here. Heading back up to not the capital, to Wengian. We're going to be able to retake this, so they're going to get the war score back. Look at that, we're just barely getting out in time. We are just racing away from the Korean army. Alright, this was actually a really strategically successful little raid. We managed to make a ton of money, well, make a little bit of money, not a ton, I guess. We would have made more if we managed to actually sack Jeonju, but it's fine. I'm happy with how this went, honestly. We're able to buy the mine, got some money in the bank now. Okay, we'll go up there, we'll retake Wengiam, get that sacked again, and then get a alt peace deal and get out of this war. This went basically as well as it could have, honestly. Given that I was dealing with a scuffed, partially reinforced legion, and I couldn't really actually take a fight, this could have gone much worse. So this was a little victory for me. So I think at this point, actually I'll wait for them to finish moving. I'm going to split away the trireme and delete it, I think. Let's also build... We'll burn it over here. We'll set 15 by default. Okay, well, our sort of raiding strategy can work. It just requires good timing. But this was a good practice round. I'm glad I didn't try to actually raid Key with this army. Yamato Usayama requests responsibility. The heir to Yamato Usayama, has asked to take on some of the responsibilities of rulership from Kore. Though young, Usayama is confident she has the necessary capabilities to be an effective administrator. I'm not so sure about that. Her stats are not impressing me so far. Let's give her a chance. I guess I'll find an office for her where she's not going to screw it up too badly. I guess... I mean, her best stat's probably martial, I would say. She's got depression. Not ideal. Trying to befriend Utate. Yeah, she doesn't have very good traits. It's really, like, her stats are okay, it's the traits that are causing problems. Alright, well, martial is her best stats. Let's give her a martial office, I think. This guy's been my marshal for a super, super long time, and he has a lot of statesmanship. This modifier is affecting my legion cost. Let me go ahead and... it's really hard to justify this, but... Oh, where is she? Here she is. I think she'll get mad if I don't give her an office. She should be super, super loyal, so that is worth noting. Let me retire Tobe and have him in the back of my mind in case my Legion leader actually retires. Or, you know, I could actually make her... I can make her like a fleet leader. No, that wouldn't be a good idea. Yeah, let's give her a position. Tobe can retire. He has done his diligence for the realm. Alright. It's probably going to hurt my economy a little bit. That's hard to say. Let's build up her statesmanship at least, preemptively. Alright. Around we go. 11th of December. This is close enough. Come and grab at Wengium, and then we will sail away and be done with this war. Alright, that's fine. Alright, didn't sack it because we sacked it before, that's fine. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get onto our navy. There we go. And then we're just going to literally sail away. I think we're done. 5th of January. So we can sail down and kind of see what we can spot. Once this is all converted, we will take a look at our available peace deals. Alright. 123 gold would be the deal here. I could also demand war reps. Okay. What kind of money would this be? Oh, never mind. This is worth 50 war score. Against Jingug, this kind of value is not going to be worth it. Alright, 12 AE for 123 gold. I can maybe squeeze a bit more out of them if I re-siege their capital as I'm coming down, but then I'm at risk of then re-sieging the city that I just took again. I think I probably just want to take the deal now. We'll have a truce for... How long is this going to be? This is a 8-year truce. Okay, that's fine. The fact that they have a truce with me as well is actually really strong. This will protect me from Jinguk attacking me. Not that I think they're likely to attack me, but I think this is a pretty good outcome. Better than anything I can get from the regular peace deal. I just want more money. Alright, 12.50 AE. I've got plenty of AE reduction right now. 123 gold. Let's go for it. Alright, white peace has been declared. There we go. The war is over. And we're going to have to bring our forces back to disband the fleet. Or, I mean, disband the levy. Okay. Pretty good outcome. Back we come, up to speed 3, and stop paying for my my things. Okay, pirate fleet. Don't like the look of that. I have to keep an eye on that for sure, but I hopefully don't need to Oh, Yamato Makaruko died of dysentery. There she goes. That is a shame. That was my wife of 27 years. Rest in peace. We need a new chancellor. Anyone young and promising for the next generation? I guess we can assign, actually I could move Matori up. He's already got some statesmanship. Actually, I think I don't need as much AE reduction right now, to be honest. Let's go for Omi Wakahime. This is fine. Alright. Okay. Unmarried ruler, I'm aware. I don't think there's any character I could marry that would give me more stats, honestly. I might want to marry Usuyama, though. Let me think about this for a minute. In terms of my effects here. Manpower, recovery speed, army morale. Yeah, having finesse for the leader, for the commerce income and the build cost reduction is extremely important. The charisma is okay. I mean, having tyranny reduction is nice, but I don't think that's a super big priority. And then the zeal is really good as well. So high zeal, high finesse is the name of the game here. Anybody really good? Not looking at him as a husband, don't even think about it, but I'm looking at him as a possible other heir. He doesn't have any good finesse either. For some reason, my 4-year-old has amazing finesse, but is also dealing with inflammation. Not great. I could try to seek treatment, but it's expensive, so I'm gonna just hope. Everyone's depressed. What is going on? Holy moly. Depression everywhere. Alright, are these all of my options? Really? Why are these my only options? It's like the world's worst set of options. Okay. Chosen suitor. I have to wait until I'm playing as her and then arrange the marriage myself manually. That'd be annoying, but we'll see. I'm not going to marry her to one of those old guys. Not a good idea. Someone who's close to her age, who's going to be able to help her have enough kids for the succession, and also give her... Speaking of Usuyama's inept leadership, evidently it was a mistake to grant Usuyama more responsibility. Her attempts at statecraft and diplomacy have yielded disappointing results, and many in Yamato question whether Usuyama will ever be ready to take the reins of rulership. Oh my god. Come on. My daughter is letting me down. I mean, I didn't really expect her to do that well, but this is not a good look. 5 legitimacy for just that. Now we got pretender support happening. Oh boy. Let's just stop here for a sec. Split away. Oh, I can't because they're in mercs. Never mind. I'll do it once I get there. Well, the realm looks pretty solid. Everyone's in good shape. Nothing to be worried about there. That's pretty good. Once we lower our levy and do some other adjustments, our economy should be in solid shape as well. We're almost back. Our little adventure to Korea seemed to go pretty well. I'm happy with this outcome. Come on, almost there. We've arrived. Alright. Levy is being expanded. And trireme is being fired. I guess technically sunk is the word, but there we go. Alright. And the Legion is going to come back to Yamato and just hang out there and continue regaining its manpower from our now much more filled up pool. Very good. And with the money we made, I think we want to reinvest. We need to reinvest this money into manpower production. Back up to 53. We're around that when the episode began. But now we can build, let's see. What I need is more freemen. I need more freemen. And I can get more freemen. I got one noble in Iwa. I might want to move some slaves to Iwa. Yamato's got plenty of pop space still. I also need to have a really large population Yamato City for my mission. Let's see. More freeman desired ratio. How much desired ratio do I have currently? 27%. Okay, that's pretty good. I could get more though. Is it worth it though? Will it conflict with my other ratios? 25, 27. I think it's gonna, it might affect the other ratios a bit, but it's also gonna borrow from the slave ratio. I'm a bit worried. I mean, I do want freemen in Yamato, but ultimately I would rather have Yamato be focused on research. Let me just build another conscription. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, can I trade in stone? Cancel one sheep. Let's check. Nope. Alright, never mind. Uncancel the sheep trade. Let's build another conscription camp. And then in Owari, this will be a freeman location. And we do already have a lot of freemen here. I think Owari could actually do with a freeman district. Because this is going to be tax-oriented, for sure. What I could build instead, actually, is Freeman happiness is already super high here. This will be worth it, I think. Let's build a conscription camp. Actually, hold on. Let me invest in the Freeman here. Freeman district, and then let's build another one, and then we'll build a conscription camp. Okay. There we go. I think that's the way to do it. Back down to no money, but now we're reinvesting into our economy with a big focus on boosting up our manpower recovery. That is a priority to be sure. Could also get more manpower via prescription. 80, yeah, hold on. Also, I was right before that thing that modified the oratory thing only affects this one and not both of them. It's 80 PI and 100 gold. It's very expensive. What's my research doing? I'm getting there. Half a year. Then we get hypo cost. Freeman output will also improve things too. Okay. All right. It's a long wait, but we're slowly getting things where they need to be. My legion, I think. No, it's not gonna. I don't think it's not gonna quite get up to full strength from the manpower we've got now, but it's definitely going to be improving. All right, that was a successful little adventure. Let's cancel the access with these guys. I guess I could have kept it, but it's fine, whatever. The question is, can I get away with an attack on Key, like a similar style attack? Not that I would right now, but if I was so inclined, there's some cities up here too. These are really going to be hard to reach. These guys won't give me access, which if they would have, I would have been open to the idea. What can I reach that doesn't require a fort? Kingshu is a huge city. It's also their capital, okay. Right, so that's 2. 3. 4. Okay. I mean, their army is still very intimidating, but I kind of need to do this while they're in their truce with Qin. Once this truce is up, Qin is absolutely coming back for round 2, and I don't think Qi survives that one. This is my chance to slip in there before the Chinese coastline becomes all governed by Qin and out of my reach. At some point I will have to fight Qin in order to raid China, but not for a while. This is, I mean, you see exactly what I'm dealing with here. Qin on very hard difficulty is shaping up to be an absolute nightmare in the making, which I was is not unexpected for sure. It's definitely something I was prepared for, but wow. Chu is also kind of an interesting target, although got one. Oh, this is Chu territory. This isn't Qin, so never mind. Qin or Qi, I mean. I can't reach this one here. Is annoying. Could Wei give me access? Wei would actually ally with me and give me access. I don't want to ally with Wei. I guess I could attack Wei. Wei has no naval strength. Their Zhongwan culture. They've only got 20. I think Wei would actually be an easy target right now. I think I could actually legitimately attack Wei. They're also fighting Chu and a bunch of other people right now. I don't have a claim on them. I could get a claim on them. Okay, the question is, can I reach Wei? So these guys won't give me access. What about Qi? Qi would give me access. I could actually reach Khufu. Now, I don't have any reason to think that this won't be sieged by the time I reach it. I need to recover a little bit first, but then I could do some of this stuff. Let's see. Longya, unfortified. And then Hong is unfortified. I could at least get... yeah, I could at least get 2 decent-sized sacks. Wei is at war with all of China for some reason. They're fighting Chu and all of Chu's allies, but they're also fighting other people too. Who else are they fighting? They're fighting a bunch of random northern... I think they're fighting whoever their enemies were before Qin rolled in. This is a good opportunity to attack someone like this directly. It's occupied by Han, okay. You know what I think is going on as well? I think Qin is not giving anybody access. Well, they're giving it to Zhongshan for some reason, in particular, but that's it. This would be a long trip to get here. But I could get a sack at Hong. If I get here in time, I could get a sack at Lanya. And if I can get access with Qi, which I think I can then siege Khufu. But I have to wait for my Levy to be ready again, 5 months. I think this might be, if there was ever a time to do an attack like this, Wei is very, very vulnerable right now. But I'm worried about getting there too late. I think I need to do something like this. I need to claim on them first is the problem. Yeah, let's not repeat what happened last episode. Let's get a claim on Wei. How long will this take? It's going to take about 1.5 years. Let's get this claim. We're just getting claims on whoever we can that's not Jin, just in case we can act on them. Get the claim on Wei. And then prepare for a kind of tentative, sort of planned out invasion idea. We'll get access with Qi as we're arriving in case we need that, or in case we're able to still take advantage of it. I don't know if Khufu will be available yet, but I think we might be able to do something here. This seems like real risky, but this would technically be an easier war than the Jigig War in terms of the numbers. It's just about dancing around the complicated politics of China. All right, let's continue. This feels like real risky stuff here, but we gotta get this money however we can. Gotta feed this legion. And with Qin rising up like this, I'm getting a little bit nervous. I feel if I just took another 50 years and I just kind of slowly and like gradually conquered more of Wa, I'm worried about Qin getting too powerful in the background. I think I need to take decisive action here. I feel like this, like playing the game on this difficulty gives me kind of like a classical Rome mindset. Like this is the way that Rome classically thought about their neighbors. It's kind of like preemptive strike idea. This is well documented as the ideology that drove a lot of their decision making around war. So this is kind of fun that it kind of does this effect for me as well. I could also get one more unit really quick before the tick, but I don't think I want to. I think this composition is fine for now. Then I'll bring in the 3 Levy units as well. This is not under siege. Okay, good. Whew. So it will be done November next year. Okay. The statue of Yamato Kore. The people of Owari have raised a large statue of our esteemed ruler, Yamato Kore. Though the statue is lacking in certain important areas, it would not be taken well if we were to rip it down. If we leave the statue up, let us hope it does not get too well known, or it could be somewhat of an insult to the monarch. I think this is fine. We are grateful for this honor to our nation. Okay. That's fine. How's the score looking? We are now number 6 in the world with Maria leading the... Oh, now we're number 5 in the world with Maria in charge. If that Marian collapse... I guess Marian collapses after Ashoka dies of old age, so never mind. What's this alliance? How did Zhang Jun pull this alliance off? What is the secret way that they've done this? This is the alliance of the century right here. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, with Divine Sacrifice, we now have negative trend, but that's fine. As our AE declines, this should get fixed. Still no good options here. These are all old guys. A bunch of our buildings were finished. Very nice. Untiring Devotion. Okada giving me another... See, this is why I'm keeping Okada as the High Priest, despite being the most corrupt man to ever exist. He keeps giving me these Untiring Devotion events. That is real good stuff right there. Alright. 54 manpower now. That's pretty good. Raising up there. Grand Festival. Culture Happiness. Look at that. That is 100% statesmanship doing its work right there. I think the statesmanship levels definitely have a relationship to the number of events you get. Peculating official. It has come to our attention that our trusted advisor, Yamato Usuyama, has been siphoning funds from our treasury. Are you actually kidding me? You little brat. Okay, first of all, you demand a position, and then you're inept at your position, and then you're committing treason in your position. Alright, I'm losing it with her. I felt so promising. I saw so much promise in you, my daughter, and yet it's just been downhill since you came of age. Okay, so I can make someone the heir apparent, which adds 1,000 succession value, which, in the case of my second child, would put him over my eldest daughter. It costs a lot of legitimacy, but I'm going to regain... I have positive legitimacy trend right now. Right? I do. I have plenty of it. At this point, I mean, stat-wise, he does have slightly lower martial. It's actually... Yamato Toyoho actually has really good finesse, and technically speaking, with my Legion strategy, I actually need a high finesse king more than I need a high martial king. But he also still has inflammation. So he actually would have even more finesse than if he didn't have inflammation. Oh my gosh. From modifiers, what? Was it from second form? No, that's not right. Pretender. Oh, okay. Why are you not a pretender? No, you are a pretender. It's just not being modified for some reason. The thing is, too, once I anoint someone, I think the other characters will change their tune on who they're supporting. She has not impressed me. I know she's only 19, but in the time I've given her things to do, she's just let me down as a father and as the state. Like, I'm actually, like, personally annoyed at this fake video game character for being a disappointing daughter. Oh boy. Alright. Stats are just trash. Your behavior is trash. You're stealing from the state treasury. This is just not gonna fly. Oh my gosh. Alright, you know what? She has forfeited her position. I'm not dealing with this anymore. Alright. I am anointing a different character as the successor. Man, I really would like my youngest son to be the successor, actually. I think he's got the best stat spread so far. I mean, he has a long way to go. I don't know exactly how it's going to go. Uhama could still develop in a promising way. But, and Toyoho is the youngest, so that's the other concern. I'm worried about anointing him and then he dies of his infection. I mean, he's very young, so hopefully he'll recover on his own. I can't do treatment until I have 200 gold, but I think I could do it after that. Do I raid China to make money to save my son from, like, pneumonia? Is that what we're doing? Is that the justification we're gonna give? I think I kind of have to do it. Guys, you've heard of historical revisionism. Get ready. Get ready for this one. Your Honor, my client raided China for actually justifiable reasons. ICC arrest warrant is not called for. We have an excuse. Alright. I can't have her as the heir. She's just causing me so many problems. Alright, Toyoho, I'm putting my hope in you. This family is in shambles. I mean, my wife dies, my eldest daughter is a massive disappointment, and committing treason also. Also, my 8-year-old son has depression too. Like, what is going on? All right. Also, Toyoho is looking promising as... Oh, God, let me look at my boy. All right, here it is. Founder. He's got the founder trait. That's pretty good. I'm anointing him as the successor. None of you can stop me. All right. I'm anointing Toyoho as my heir. Playing favorites. The decision of Yamato Kore, the procedure to hold a grand ceremony to nominate a mere child as co-ruler. Is that what this was? I thought this was anointing as the heir. Okay, whatever. An official successor has been hard to stomach for some of the political grandees in our country. The coronation ceremony may have gone off without a hitch, but there is a dissent brewing among the rich and mighty in Yamato. This is for the best. He's going to become my friend, which I guess is nice. Now, because there's still more support with her, I need to start doing some finagling to get support over to my son. Some of them will probably switch over. You know what I could do, actually? Man, Oaths of Allegiance. I need 100 PI for this. I can probably get 100 PI for this, and this might be worth doing. I think I need to spend the rest of Kore's life either making money to prepare for the succession or securing the succession. I can't let this disaster of a daughter end up being the queen. She's still pretty loyal, even despite everything. Yeah, let's just... This is getting absurd. All right, I guess Atai Tobe can come back as the marshal. I let you go too soon here. Come on back. Bring your good statesmanship with you. All right. I think people are going to switch their support. Maybe over the next couple of months. We'll see if I even need to do too much, but we just gotta do what we gotta do here. How's it looking now? Still no supporters, but I can ask people to change their support. Well, this is 149 characters supporting her. Oh my god. I guess it makes sense under the circumstances, but yeah. Let's see. Who in my nation has the most power base? I can figure this out. It's the tutor of all people. Matori. What's it gonna cost? Hold on. Where's demand support? Is there a demand support option? I thought there was. Maybe not. Guess we have to do it collectively. I thought there was a demand support interaction you can do. Interesting. Well, we have the collective option of doing it with, what do you call it? Demand Oaths of Allegiance. I guess that's the best we could do. Or we can just wait for people to start changing their support, which they might do on their own. Let's wait for the yearly tick and kind of reevaluate how things are looking. I mean, the thing is, even though I've declared my youngest son as my successor, that doesn't mean that is what's going to happen, and I could still succeed. I could still have a succession to my daughter, which would be okay. It wouldn't ruin the campaign, but it would be annoying. I just need a high finesse monarch to take the realm. Also, martial advances 3, very good. Legion maintenance cost is not very welcome, but it is what it is. Alright, hypocost for the PI gained. The Romans pioneered the creation of underfloor heating using a complex system of flues and furnaces. The hypocost was a rare but prestigious addition to villas and bathhouses. Also help our manpower and research gain a little bit from the output there. Okay. On game reload, it may also recalculate too. I don't know if anyone's going to start supporting him. Once he gets older, I think because she's an adult, that's the other reason no one really supports this guy right now. But he is the declared heir. I don't know why this guy has 1500 from modifiers. Not entirely sure what's going on with that. Okay, we're gonna have to wait and see exactly what happens. But either way, that's going to be it for this episode of the Yamato Campaign. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.